here to celebrate this great program of Do the Right Thing, which is the initiative of a national campaign to stop violence. We live in some challenging times, and as some of you know from watching TV, this is a writing program for middle school students which allows them to express themselves on how violence is impacting their daily lives. And this allows them to give their input on how to stop it. As a doctor, I have always expressed my belief and patience that prevention is the best defense against bad outcomes. This is also true about teaching our young youth how to avoid violence and create solutions for de-escalation. And what a better way to do it than having it in writing competition. So I commend communities and schools of Laredo and everyone involved in this program, because having an informed and engaged youth population means that we're one step ahead in preventing future violent situations in all of our community. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Trevino. Our mayor has always been very, very supportive, and he truly wholeheartedly cares. He cares about our community, and he wants our community to continue advancing and being successful. So we're very happy to have him here today as one of our guests. Moving along, we also have a very special young lady joining us here today. She is one of our CIS board members, and she is also the Director for Guidance and Counseling at Laredo Independent School District. And she'll also be sharing a few remarks with us. Please help me welcome Ms. Cindy Dominguez.
I think the young lady part was better than the director. That was very nice. Thank you. Good evening, everybody. It's an immense honor for me to stand before you today. I do have about 12 plus years experience in collaborating with communities and schools. I am familiar with the resources and the immense support that they provide our students. So I know students that you know your site coordinators. They are sometimes your counselors, your step parents, your sisters, your brothers, your friends. They play such immense roles and a part of your life. And so we're very, very grateful to CIS. Students, it doesn't matter what we have for you, all the resources and all the agencies, and I mean, you've heard Mr. Valina mention so many here today, but at the end of the day, if you don't decide to take that leap of faith and to take that opportunity and write and speak your voice and teach us, because I know we say it a lot and it's kind of cliche, but you all are really our future. And so we are depending on you to let us know as grown-ups that, okay, what is it that we need to do better so that we leave something better for you, and that keeps going and going. So a huge congratulations, because you said, I'm going to do this, I'm going to voice my opinion, my beliefs, and what I think can help to stop the violence. So congratulations. Para las familias, felicidades que sus hijos tomaron esta oportunidad y la ventaja de escribir y de dar su opinión y dejarnos saber su voz para el cambio que quieren ver en nuestra comunidad. Muchas felicidades, se les aplaude y se les agradece por brindarnos a nuestros hijos. Como directora de consejería en el ISD, es un placer y un honor servirles siempre. The last thing I do want to say is that whenever anybody asks about what communities and schools is, I always go back to the name. It is literally bringing communities into the schools. So whether you have transportation or not, you have appointments available or not, whatever it is that you cannot do, they bring it to you. They provide it. So all of the communities and agencies here today, you all are part of our schools because of CIS. So congratulations to everybody. Thank you so much for having me speak this evening and for the young lady part.
Thank you so much, Ms. Dominguez, and certainly we are very excited to be here. We are very, very happy and excited for all of these young students that are going to be recognized today. You all are very And your words were so powerful and so impactful that that's why you're here tonight. That's why you're here. So we're very excited, and we're going to continue with our program. And at this time, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to our program director for communities and schools, Ms. Sandy Salinas.
It is my honor to introduce our guest speaker for tonight. Our guest speaker for tonight was sworn in as Webb County Attorney on January 1st, 2013, and is currently serving his third term. Born and reared in Laredo, Texas, he attended United High School and Texas A&M International University. His studies were completed at Texas Southern University Thurgood Marshall School of Law in Houston, Texas, and he became licensed to practice law in the state of Texas in May of 2000. He is also licensed to practice law in the federal district courts in Southern and Western District of Texas, as well as the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals. Upon his return to Laredo, he began his law practice as an assistant district attorney for Webb and Zapata counties, where he worked for 3 years. He also served as an assistant federal public defender assigned to the Laredo Division for almost 5 years. Subsequently, he opened his own law office where he engaged in the private practice of law. His general practice included handling cases involving criminal defense, family, juvenile, educational, employment, immigration, poverty, and commercial law. By law, the county attorney handles or prosecutes all juvenile, child welfare, and mental health cases in Webb County. The other civil cases in Webb County where the state is a party, and the other duties imposed by law on the office of county attorney. The county attorney is a prosecutor in all cases involving juvenile offenders accused of committing delinquent conduct. These cases range from minor violations to more serious felony behavior, criminal behavior, For the more serious offenses, the county attorney may ask the court to certify a juvenile to stand trial as an adult. In addition, the county attorney serves as a legal advisor for the Webb County Commissioners Court regarding all county business. Likewise, the county attorney serves all county departments by providing legal advice or guidance that may arise regarding employment, contract, property, and/or any other legal issues affecting Webb County. His passion and commitment for our community motivated him to establish the Juvenile Court Program as well as the Webb County Family Drug Treatment Court Program. These programs are designed to help juveniles and parents dealing with drug-related problems acquire the necessary assistance and interventions to help get them back on the path to success. In addition, he has created other programs such as this SEE Task Force and Vaping Task Force, which helps to keep drugs and weapons out of our schools and out of the hands of our youth. Likewise, he has initiated the Webb County Juvenile Initiative Program to help curb the recruitment of our youth by international trafficking organizations. He is a father and is actively involved in many local civic organizations. He is a member of the State Bar of Texas, as well as a member of the Laredo-Webb County Bar Association. He serves as a lector at St. John Union Catholic Church, active member of the X community, and has served as president of St. Peter's Memorial School Advisory Board. He is a board member of the Children's Advocacy Center and the Domestic Violence Coalition, among others, and served as a local youth sports coach with the Boys and Girls Club and the local Little Leagues, teaching our youth. In addition, he established an organization, Sharing a Gift, which is designed to benefit less fortunate children and elderly in our community by providing them with a Christmas gift. He helps sponsor many annual events that benefit our children, our elderly, and the entire community, like the annual Turkey Drive. His focus has always been and will continue to be a steadfast commitment to the health and safety of our community. Ladies and gentlemen, our Webb County Attorney, Marco A. Montemayor.
What can I say? There's so much to say here. First and foremost, thank you to Communities Schools for hosting this event, for everything that they do for our kids and our community, working with our school districts hand in hand. And obviously that's to the benefit of our kids, which is the future of our community, as somebody said here before me. The youth is our future, is the future of Laredo and Webb County. And so we have to make sure that we stay engaged with them and continue to work hard with our kids, that they have a bright future and can succeed in life. So thank you, Communities and Schools. Thank you for having me. Thank you for everything that y'all do. Community partners that are here and those that aren't here, thank you all as well for everything that you all do in working with our kids and our youth. Parents, administrators as well that are here. Thank you all for everything that y'all do day in, day out. Teachers, administrators, support staff, parents, family members. Thank you all as well for everything that you do. Students, congratulations. Thank you for taking on the challenge of writing, doing the right thing. So again, thank you all for everything that you do, and that's what makes this possible, to be able to talk about these things. You know, as was said, I'm the Webb County attorney, been serving as a Webb County attorney for 12 years. And the biggest thing that drew me to this is working with our youth. When I first decided to run for this position, my kids, my son was 2, going on 3, and my daughter was about 8. She's now 20. He just turned 16. Time flies by. But that was something very big for me that drove me to this, to run for this position. This is an elected office, and it was working with the youth, working with the families. For me, being involved and doing something to help the community, it's about what has to come from the heart, at least for me. And so that is what called my heart, was working with the kids and working with the families. And we do that day in, day out. Our kids are facing serious issues every day. Everybody here knows it, we know. Things are different than they were, 30 years ago, 20 years ago, even 10 years ago. Things have changed. From when I first took office in 2012, 2013, to now, I can see how the problems that our kids are facing every day have changed. And so we have to change as well. If we want to help them, if we want to provide that support and guidance for them, we have to change. We have to make sure that we're there for them and we understand what it is that they're going through. And so parents, I know that y'all see this every day, but they are facing a lot of different issues every day. And I'm not just talking about school. There's still drugs, but now it's so much more readily available. AIDS, we're having a huge issue with that. They're being recruited by international trafficking organizations to live on the border, trafficking illegal aliens, immigrants. Social media plays a huge role in their lives, always on that phone, right? All the apps, all the different. They face different challenges than what we face. And we have to understand that. And so, day in, day out, we work hand in hand with the schools. My investigators, my attorneys, my support staff. We're constantly communicating with the school districts, and not just school, even charter schools, private schools. Because again, to me, that's what it takes to make a difference here in the community. This Do the Right Thing campaign is from the National Campaign to Stop Violence. And it's interesting because just last week we had the National Crime Victims' Rights Week, was last week. And to me it kind of goes hand in hand. Being a victim of crime, usually it's something, there's some sort of violence, not always, but a lot of the times. And so last week was more about reflecting and kind of looking back and honoring and celebrating. But this today, the way it ties into what we were celebrating last week, to me, it just all came together. And so, youth violence is something that I don't think we consider as a society. I don't think we really pay attention to it the way we need to. Doing the right thing is for middle school students. It puts them in a position to open up and write about things that they deal with in their lives on a daily basis. But more importantly, something special that really has touched them and affected them in a way that has shaped their lives up until this point. You know, crime has a tremendous impact on all our lives. Not just the victim, but the family, friends. It affects them in so many more ways. And I believe that we have to attack it from all angles. One thing is just to be reactive, right? Somebody gets arrested, a juvenile gets arrested, and we can process that case and take them to court and finish the case and put them on probation, and just kind of keep doing that. But that, to me, that's not why I'm here. I'm here to try to help, to try to make a difference and try to stop that. And so, I believe, yes, that's part of the job. We have to prosecute those cases. But I also believe in being preventive and being proactive, which is why we work hand in hand, day in, day out with the school districts, trying to tackle the issues that they're facing every day. And to me, that's what this is. This is one way of doing it. To me, this is a preventive, being proactive. We're not just reacting anymore. We're being preventive. We're going into the schools. We're talking to the students. We're talking to parents. We're letting them know what the issues are. And so to me, we have to attack it from all angles. We have to react and do our job. We also have to try to be proactive and prevent and get involved and hopefully stop it from happening more than it already is. And so that to me is what we're here for today. That's what this signifies. And so doing the right thing, I commend them for doing this. You know, it's innovative. And it's something that I don't think we really consider doing. You know, kids, I have my kids. I have my son, he's 16, and it's hard sometimes to get them to open up. You can talk to them, you can ask them questions, but I think parents, you can understand where I'm coming from. Yes, no, I'm okay. But we want more, talk to me. And so, to me, that's what writing is about. That's what this is about. Why middle school students? You know, this is for middle school students. Why? Because they're at that age. They're no longer in elementary. They're not in high school yet, but they're in that age. They're in transition, going through changes in their bodies, changes in their lives, changes with their emotions, relationships. You know, they're going through all these changes. And so they're at that vulnerable stage in life. They can go either way. And so the hope is we're trying to gear them down the right path in life. So why middle school students? Because they're at that age. And this is the age where we can try to help stop them from going down the wrong path. Why writing? I think writing, it's a way of expressing yourself. Many of us, and I'm probably guilty of it too, it's hard to express ourselves. But when we write, then we can go, and we can write, and we can write, and we can write. And writing is a way of, it's therapeutic. It's therapeutic. So when somebody's going through something or dealing with something, and we're not good speakers, I don't have somebody I can talk to, I can trust and talk to that way, writing. And so to me, doing the right thing is a perfect way of finding out what's going on. Because that's what it does. That's what this does. It opens our eyes as administrators, you know, as teachers, as parents. It opens our eyes to what we wish our kids would talk to us on a daily basis about. But it takes something like this for them to really open up, and that's fine, as long as they open up. You know, we see it every day. I see it in the cases. You know, you have kids still getting into fights, there's problems in dealing with their emotions, especially at that age. Going through different things in life. It becomes hard for them to cope. And how do I deal with these emotions? How do I deal with this anger, with this hurt, with this sadness? How do I deal with it? What do I do? And so it's hard for children to cope. Kids, 3 in 5 kids are exposed to violence. In some fashion, whether it's at home, in the school, community, they're exposed in media, social media, TV, movies, it's everywhere. They're exposed, and it affects them. So when we can get them to write, when you can get them to kids love to write, they'll write, but especially when you make it something personal for them. That's when they love it. If you make them write about something that they really don't understand, they weren't there, they didn't experience it, it's hard for them to really express themselves. But when you have them write about something that's personal, that affected them, that's when you see the true words, the true feelings, the true emotions come out. And so, when you do the right thing, man, we're opening up a whole new environment. And so, I commend you students for taking on that challenge to communicate. We deal with everything, with so many different things every day in life. Adults, kids, positive things, negative things. And a lot of times we just kind of stuff it down. We don't talk about it, we keep going. And I think we all can agree that that's probably not the best way to handle things. Just déjalos ahí, leave it in your heart, leave it in, at some point it will explode. We need to find an outlet, a way of expressing ourselves. And this to me, especially for our kids, is the perfect way to do that. So, everyone has a story to tell. Everyone. Life's full of experiences, good experiences, bad experiences, and those experiences are what shape us into who we become. More importantly, those experiences are what give us purpose in life. And so it's in finding your purpose in life where you can then truly see. For me, my life experience, that shaped me and kind of, yes, I went through so many things. But what really put me here today, where I am today, was the passing of my father. It's going to be 16 years. I was an attorney even before my father passed away. And for me, I was perfectly okay being an attorney. If you ever asked me, do you have the desire to be in politics? Do you want to run for an elected office? Do you want to be a politician? I would have laughed. I said, no way, you're crazy. That's the furthest thing from my mind. That's not who I am. I'm not that kind of person. I'm okay living my life. I'll do my job. I have my family, and I'm okay. And I was okay like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. There isn't. Until my father passed away. Had about 3 months kind of to deal with it. It was just something that came on, and within 3 months he had passed away. That moment in my life made me really reflect and think about where I was in my life, what I wanted to do with my life, and what my purpose in life was. And at that point I realized I needed to leave a legacy. I needed to do more to help, to serve my community. And it was through that life experience that I found that I wanted to help my community. And when I truly started sitting back and looking at it and saying, how can I serve my community? How can I help? What can I do to help my community? What did I say when I first started? To me, it has to come from the heart. So I started thinking, what can I do? How can I help? Besides, being a better individual, a better person, being the better person in the family and doing it, you can start small. Yes, but I was going bigger. And I saw the county attorney's office. I'm an attorney. I've been working as an attorney for many years at that point, over 10 years. So I saw the county attorney's office. I saw what the county attorney did. Saw how it worked with the kids. Prosecuted cases, dealt with CPS cases, working with families. And that, to me, is what pulled at my heart, working with the kids, working with families. And that is what gave me purpose. And that is when I decided I need to try. So I ran for office. And God blessed me with being successful at that, and I've been here 12 years now, thank God. But that's what gave me purpose. That life experience is what helped shape me and give me the purpose. So students, you will go through things in life. There will always be obstacles in life. There will always be challenges in life, and they shape you, and they mold you. If you let it keep you down, you will stay down. It's up to you to get back up, dust yourself off, and keep moving forward when you encounter challenges and obstacles in life. So, I look forward to seeing the writings, to reading them. I want to see what it is that gave you purpose, what it is that moved you to write about something personal. Because that's what it's about. Find your purpose. Find your purpose. Believe in yourself. Believe in your path. And believe in your purpose. And remember, I've learned this throughout my years here. Doing the right thing, just the way the title says, but flip, no W, R. Doing the right thing is not always going to be the popular thing. Sometimes you have to stand alone, but you got to believe in yourself, believe in your path, and believe in your purpose. So I congratulate all of y'all, parents as well, family members. Congratulations to your students, to your children. Continue to support them, continue to help them, continue to guide them. Because they need that help, they need that support. They're facing so many challenges day in and day out. Students, keep up the great work. Yeah, I'm honored to be here. I thank you all, and I congratulate every single one of y'all here today, and those that aren't here to join us today as well. Good luck especially to the winners. Good luck in Washington, and I look forward to continuing to read the rest of these essays here, because that is what helps me to do a better job for my community. Just the way I hope that in 10 years from now, many of y'all will be doing so many more things for this community. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. McCarthy. Here's a little token of our appreciation and thank you for all you do for our community. They're gonna be passing out waters. I know it's a little hot in here. For Memorial Middle From Los Obispos Middle School, Jaylene Zamora and Emmanuel Salazar. From Raúl Perales Middle School, Vanessa Morales and Robert Hernandez. From Ricardo Molina Middle School, Jaylene Martinez and Santiago Herrera. From Salvador Garcia Middle School, Ashley Gonzalez and Jaden Moya. From United South Middle School, Alondra Lopez and Angel Dueñas. From Washington Middle School, Katie Leandra Cruz and John David Bautista. From Zapata Middle School, Dianelli Arredondo and Danny Gallegos. Congratulations to all our campus finalists.
Let's have a round of applause for all of the winners, all of the campus finalists. boys and girls, parents, administrators, teachers, site coordinators, and members of our community. What we see here before us are the future leaders of our community. And it is such a blessing to be here today in this room filled with students that attend Laredo Independent School District schools, United Independent School District schools, and Zapata County Independent School District schools. So you see the entire community coming together for this really important cause, which is to stop violence in our community. So we're very, very happy that we were all able to join together for this initiative, which is, and I know you all already know this, but it's part of a national initiative. While we're doing this here today in Laredo, throughout this week and the coming weeks, there are cities across the United States that are having these events in their community. And they're also recognizing students that are the campus finalists. So all of you here today are winners because you took the pledge today and you took that leap of faith, like our county attorney, Mr. Montemayor, said, and you wrote, and you wrote, and you wrote. And now you're here today. So we're very proud of each and every one of you. You are an excellent representation of your school, of your community, and your family. I can only imagine how proud your parents are of you. So we're very, very happy for all of you, and you are all winners. Now at this time, I know this is a moment that you all have been waiting for, and I hear the drum roll out there, so I know we're all waiting for this. We're going to announce our national ambassadors that will be representing our community in Washington, D.C. in July for the summer of 2024. Are we ready? All right. Let me make sure our staff is in place, our board member. Yes, we're ready? All right. So here we go. From Lamar Bruni Vergara Middle School, Caitlin Yanez. And from Los Obispos Middle School, Emmanuel Salazar. Congratulations to these young, outstanding students who will be representing our community. They will also be receiving the Congressional Certificate of Recognition from Congressman Henry Cuellar's office. These individuals will be partaking in National Recognition Week in Washington, D.C. from July 20th through July 24th of 2024, along with a parent. So let's see who's going to get to go from the parents, right? One parent. So along with a parent, their teacher, and the Do the Right Thing chair and coordinator. All of this is sponsored by the National Campaign to Stop Violence. Your essays will be published in a book of writings, and it will be held in the Library of Congress. Now, students, we don't mean to put you on the spot, but if you would like to read your essay to the audience, we would like to give you this opportunity. It is up to you, no pressure. You'll do it? All
has affected my life through the violence around me. I have experienced suicide, drugs, xenophobia, and mental violence. I went through an experience where my parents and my siblings were arguing because my siblings were doing drugs. Violence impacted my life by going through severe trauma, by not trusting my siblings, seeing my parents stress, and releasing it upon myself. It would create arguments between my parents about my brother, who has depression along with being addicted to drugs. My brother tried to kill himself because he punched the window and cut his arm entirely. The second time, he cut himself in the arm and was slitting his arms until the ambulance arrived and took him to the hospital. His RV was in puddles of blood and items were covered entirely. He had a weapon and I took it from him and turned it into the authorities with my mom. Thankfully, God granted him more time to live. From that moment onward, I chose to reduce violence by helping and positive friend for my brother and the person who might have depression. I learned from the many times watching him go in and out of jail, medical rehab, prison for trying to commit suicide, that I didn't want to follow in his troubled footsteps. One of my worst memories was being in his boss's truck and crashing it into a night pole while he was drunk and he ended up going to jail. He also went to jail for domestic violence towards my family for arriving drunk at a Christmas Eve party, and my second older brother tried to fight him to leave. This left them both full of blood. My brother broke my mother's headlight from her car. There were arguments when my brother went with us to South Padre Island. My brother ended up doing drugs and was told to imagine the things he would have done if he had it in his system. He was drinking the following day, early in the morning. He would tell me things for an accidental act towards his backpack and throwing insults at me. He ended up being drunk and got violent towards my mom and tried to fight my dad, but I called the cops before things escalated. The Border Patrol came and took him back home along with my sister and her boyfriend. Many people bullied me to the point where they would have suicidal thoughts, and the worst case possible, a school shooting, where the victim takes up too much and goes after the bullies. While growing up with my family troubles, I hoped that school and friends would be my safe zone. But throughout the year, I personally have experienced youth violence, like making rude jokes about my weight. According to many people, I would stay lonely because I'm obese. It eventually overturned giving insecurities and anxiety about what people were thinking about me. It lingers in my memory of being called a fat or a nerd for caring about my education. I believe that those insults and insecurities ended up leaving me vulnerable ever since I was 6 years old. My oldest nephews would insult me on my way and criticize me for everything I would do that they didn't like. They would even go to the point of saying that they were just playing, but they would punch me and drop me to the floor and said if I wanted to be with them, I would have to play the way they do. It has changed me to be stronger. I believe that things could have been different if drugs were never tried by my brothers and sisters. My family still has problems, but I hope things get better in order for this not to happen to others. There needs to be more education on danger of drugs. Kids need to know not only how it affects the person using it, but also all the people around them. I believe school systems can put more drug-related therapy in place at schools. This could be done for those abusing drugs and those who are affected and need an outlet to express our feelings. My brother's decision impacted my life every day, and I can't change that, but I can use it to learn and grow. Thank you.